Hey guys, it's your girl Wase, and all that good stuff. Guys, if you're new here, welcome, welcome. Right? If you're returning, guys, thank you for coming back again to watch more of my video. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Right, today I'm going to be telling a story time about what happened to me when I ran away at age 15. So guys, look out for it, and please don't forget hit that subscribe button right there. After 2 minutes, please watch 2 minutes of my video, then subscribe, because if you don't do that, as I mentioned in the end of this video, that YouTube is gonna find a scam and they will eliminate all the subscriptions. So please guys, just watch 2 minutes of my videos and bang. Home with my mom, my stepdad, and my other family members and stuff like that. So I was in the house, and then I walk outside, and I walk outside now. My stepfather called me, right, and said to come for my stepbrother. So I went for him, and I said it was like a step, so you had to step down. So the house was like high. In Jamaica, board house was a board house. Yeah, it was a board house. Yeah. So in Jamaica, it was a board house, and I gotta take him on my back, right? So I take him on my back and I put him down on the ground, right? And he's like, I want to go back up. I want to go back up by grandpa. So I put him back inside the house, and you know, like when you're gonna move away, yeah. So I was about to move away, and then he fall out, and my stepfather got so mad. Oh my god, he got really mad. Yep, he got mad, and tell me that I must go for belts. I must go for belts to beat. Oh, you crazy or what? So I didn't go for no belt. So he went outside and he chopped the hose, the watering hose that I used to water plants and stuff like that, and he gave me one lash across my back and started cuss and blah and carry on the most erratic way. And I was like there crying and ting. So when I look up now, I see my mother bringing a belt for him to beat me. After all that licks I get just now, you're actually bringing up belts? Are you serious? I'm just thinking about your child that's getting brutally abused by this man. So I was like, you know what? I retaliate. I take my hand and give him one slap across his face. Batak! Swingy face left. That lash was the hardest I think I ever hit anybody in a fight. Yes, girls and guys, I've stories of fight. But that hit, he gets so mad. He threw me and he threw me down on the ground. I got up and I started to run, because I know one time what I did was wrong. And guess what? Everyone was watching when he get our balance, when he get our slap, when he get our you understand? Everybody was watching. So he mad. So he said, don't come back in my house. Don't come back in my house. Don't come back here. I was like, duh, isn't that obvious? Why would I come back there? So I know I had nowhere to go. I was talking to my stepsister, thinking that she would have allowed me to stay in her house. I think we tell my brother, my stepbrother, he had some girls over that was in the house. So apparently they were there and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah. So they was talking to me, and they was like, I have nowhere to go. What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? But that night, those girls was leaving. They were leaving to go back home because there was my stepbrother friends. So there's like my stepbrother girlfriend was like, you could go with these girls. You could go and live with them. I was like, go and live with them, like leave home. She said yes, run away. And I was like, okay, I'll run away. So I went inside the house and I asked my mom by the house, and I asked my mom for my shoes. I told her I was going on the road. So not till I was going on the road now, right? she I'm watching the video where I'm talking about how to do this thing. So she's like, where are you going? So I'm like, I'm leaving. It's time to go on the road. Up the road, because she normally allow me to be on the road. So I told I'm leaving to go on the road. So she's thinking that I'm going on the road. So there I am now on the road. You know,
we're going to start off by creating
I'm trying to do this thing while I'm
we went
talking.
through this in the last video, so please feel free to go back to that if you want.
So there I am on the road. I don't think I could crochet while doing this because the crochet thing is kind of hard. Then we twist this, and then we come like this, and we come like this. I'm learning how to do this. Pinch the tip. She said use your big finger.
And there you have your slip knot.
Ah, there you go.
Take a crochet hook and we're going to insert that into the slip knot.
So we're gonna take pressure like this
and go ahead and
do
get
like
ready
that.
to create your chain.
And then
So we're going to create a chain of 11 for our foundation chain, and then we're going to build our stitches
So-
there. So go ahead and yarn over and bring your hook through your chain.
guys, here. I cannot do this while I'm talking to her because this story will not work out. So here, I'm just gonna tell all this story time and learn to do my crochet another day because this is not working out while I'm doing this thing. Right, two things can't work. I'm gonna leave that there for the time being. I don't know if it's disturbing my view. Right, so back to the story. So listen. Well, I realized I can't do the crochet and do the story time. So you're gonna know. I'm gonna do the story time alone and do the crochet on next time. Alright, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, so when the girls know one take. I'm kinda yeah guys. Sorry about just now, but yeah. As I was telling earlier, so I decided that I was gonna run away with the two girls, right? One was Erica and one was Lisa. Right? I'm not going to call them by name, but see what she does. Here what, before we continue this video, let me be real with Olia, because Olia is, you know, different age, whatever it is. Right now, I am going through a sense of depression. I am depressed because of Corona and it takes a big toll in my life, and I haven't get what I wanted, and my life is not the way I want it to be at the moment. But I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that my kids are alive, because a lot of people these days are not family member that are not alive because of Corona. So I'm still grateful for that. But I don't know. That is why I didn't put on a foundation or anything on my skin. But I decided to put on a little lipstick and put on a little thing over my eye and this thing right there. Because I don't want to look depressed in front of the camera, but I'm still looking depressed. I'm trying to pin my hair back so that I wouldn't look that depressed here. What I should this pin back here. I'm just gonna be me, and that person be me, and YouTube shake that bullshit. Tired of this bullshit right now. I'm just gonna be me. Who don't like me? Shit that. I got time for this bullshit right now. I am depressed. Let's get back to the story time. I eating a cheese snack because I am not feeling like myself. Maybe the cheese snack would help me to focus. Yes. So that night we decided we were gonna run away. So I said I'm gonna run away. So I didn't know that this girl didn't have no money. Damn it, I'm only 15. Where am I supposed to get money from? My family is already poor. God damn it. So, with that now, we decided to run away. While we're on the street, walk up the road, waiting for taxi to drop us to the location. Because we have to go at Natsa Bay. We're in Belfield. So, we're waiting on taxi. Taxi take forever to come. Went in a taxi, right? Okay, taxi man. Well, not me. They tell the taxi man that they have no money to pay for the transport. If you give a free drop, taxi man said no problem. Right? That's one drop. Let's make two drops before we could reach your destination, and it's very far. So which I gave no money. Good, 3 of us, bang bang bang. Then we decided that we're gonna jump in our next taxi, which we have no money for. The man said apparently I'm not going the distance that all they want me to go because it's my last trip. I could drop you close to the area, not close like say close like close, because that was like around 5 miles or 6 miles, maybe 7 or 10 miles away from the area that the man dropped us. So the guy dropped us to, I think, only all I can't remember the exact location, but it's far from another beach. So we had no choice but to start walk. 3 young ladies on the road in the middle of the night. It was scary. So we heard car coming. So the girl was like, run, run, run. I said, run where? Run into the bush. So I know, like, why are we running? Run. Everybody started running. I said, run. I run to the bush, into the bush. And it was like, get down, get down, get down, get down. I was like, what are we hiding from? It's like, shh, 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 shh. I was like, okay. So when the car passed now, they say the reason why we're running is because we don't want to get kidnapped. We're not supposed to be on the road as young ladies. Anybody could kidnap us and that's it for us. I was like, okay. So we do that a couple of times. The last time I run into the bush, it was a gully. I run in so fast, I was sliding down. I hold on to a tree because it's like you're rushing in. Yeah, and I custom rushing in before because we're going down a hill, right? But there was no gully. It was like the hill was way in, but this time the hill was right there. So when we rushed in, I started sliding down the hill. Oh my God, God save me. I grab onto that tree and get up and try climb myself back up the hill to the top. Everybody was on top. The 2 of them was on top. It was shocked, right? So I reached back on top of the table and said we cannot go down anything anymore because we're going closer and closer to the river. We're reaching a banana walk now. Now in Jamaica, these banana walk you can't go inside of there. Because once you go inside that banana walk and somebody spot you inside of there, they're gonna think that you're coming to steal banana. So now we have no choice here now, but to stay on the road. Right? So we stay on the road now. We were a truck coming. We was like, Jesus, please help us, please save us. You understand? So just so Lisa decided that she's gonna fan down the truck. So the truck man stopped and asked where we're going. I'm telling him we're going to Anatabi. He said that's where we're going. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because the truck does deliver like alcohol, so it was going back to its base, right? Where its location. So reaching Anatabi, you know, walking the street, guys tracking me like psst, psst, sexy, because I'm new to the area, but I was only 15, so I was like 15 and guys tracking me. That was like weird because in my community is different because I'm from the country. Where I went to is more like the town side, you understand? So guys tracking me, psst, psst, sexy. Lisa tell me who's her friend knowing all that drama. So she said don't take them on. Those are idle boys who understand the road, whatever. But look because suit is attractive, you know. First time being suit by guys, was like, oh yeah, girl, you're big, big, hey, you know this thing already. Yeah, so you still feel like, yeah, you're well big and all that shit. You understand? Yeah. So went into the house and it was her grandfather's house, and he was like, who is she? Charlotte. What she coming here for? And she said she tell her grandfather I'm only here for the night, and the next day he tell me I'm not keeping no underage children in my house. This child is only 15 years old because Lisa mentioned the night that I'm gonna stay. He asked to eat and all that bullshit, right? He said we have to leave the next day. We have no money, nowhere to go, right? So Lisa said, my mother, don't worry, just sleep. I started crying myself. I was extremely late. We'll wake up in the morning and maybe around 7 to 8 o'clock to get up early because the grandfather did not want us there. Right, so she said that we are leaving to go with this place by her uncle in Islington. Right, so I'm like, yeah, things turning up now. She said her uncle will place and he wouldn't put us up and stop. So the next day we have no money. So we up drop again, we back drop and we reach Islington. We walk from all three of the road inside. It was a little way inside. We walked by the reach by the house now. It was like introduced to the uncle. He was more friendly, he was more nice and stuff like that. He cooked food and give to me and was playing nice with me and stuff like that. Now Lisa said we are going out tonight. I mean, I was like, going out weird because I'm not accustomed going anywhere. I'm accustomed being home and going on the road watching football and normal girly stuff. Right, so she said we are going out. So I'm like, going out where? She called a guy on the phone and tell the guy to pick us up around 8 o'clock. I'm like, you know, I'm getting big. I'm gonna be learning the drill. Yeah, girl, you're gonna be learning the drill. Bumps now, she do my hair. She put weave in my ear for the first time we ever touch my head. Lord Jesus Christ. Whenever I used to wear them good stuff here. Yes, yes, yes. Whenever I used to wear them good stuff here, the first time getting weave, yeah. And then I dress up looking nice. In the night, she give me a dress from what she have, and I put on a dress. Then I'm there waiting, Papa Playa. You know me, accustomed traveling a taxi already. But I'm accustomed traveling nothing else than taxi. But I look a nice 4x4 van pull up in the night. So Lisa didn't tell me. You're pretty surprised. Lisa didn't tell me anything about where I was going or anything like that. So I said the guy will bring down his window, right? So she introduced me to the guy and said, "This is Amanda, my friend. She coming with us tonight." Right? So I'm like, "Yeah, girl, get in the van, boom, 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 yeah." When I opened the back of the van and I look in, I realized that there was some other guy on the driver's side of the van. I was like, they didn't mention that two guys, they mentioned that one. So, you know, I get in the van. I was a bit shaky because it was kind of weird knowing that she told me I'm going out with her boyfriend tonight, a friend of hers tonight, and I end up with two guys in the vehicle. That was kind of fishy. It was like weird, and it wasn't a teenage guy we're accustomed to. It was a big man. Yeah, so I was shaking in my boots. So we went out to my, you know, thinking, girl, you know nothing now, come from country, you know nothing that much. You're thinking that, girl, you're going to the club or some kind of shit like that. Oh God, something's sticking in my eye. You're thinking that, girl, you're going to the club or some bullshit like that. I take my thing drop off my eye. You think that you're going to the club or some shit like that. When I look, I see we're driving to, it's like an apartment. Yeah, we're driving there. I was like, where they going? You understand? And then Lisa come out to the van and the guy come out to the front of the van and they wait inside the house. But I stay in the van and the other guy stay in the van. So I'm like, what's going on? I said next time. I wasn't talking to me, I was talking to him. And then he introduced himself to me because I was just asking questions like what's going on. I didn't wait to say I am Amanda, what's going on. I didn't say no bullshit like that because I was scared. You understand? You are leaving me in the van with this man, I don't even know. So he introduced himself to me and said, tell me his name. And then he said that we are going to have, you know, sex. So I'm like, just like that? And he said, yeah. Then this guy have the audacity to tell me the reason why we are not going to have sex because our first date. What date? Nobody tell me about a date. What date? You understand what I mean? So I didn't know anything about no date. So I was like, me and you having sex. I don't even know you. Why would I have sex with you? And he's like, you'll get to know me. What do you want to know? I was like, what is there to know? You know, I'm only 15 and I'm like lost out here. You know, don't know what's going on. He started talking to me, telling me about the father own this company and blah 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 blah. So then when he said father own company, you know, a poor girl from my community said, I said, blah 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 blah. Poor girl like me, I said about one time. So I was like, okay. We talk, get to know each other, stuff like that. The next day he come to visit me, he dropped lunch for me. I was like, no guy ever buy me lunch before. I want to get lunch from my mom every 2 weeks when she get paid. some like a lunch. And he's like, you would like to go out tonight, you understand? And I was like, yeah. Last night talking to him was really, really fun, especially that they have money. They don't get the dollar. Your eyes will get red. Yeah. So now, he invited me out, but he invited me alone out tonight. Because Lisa was going to with his friend. So he come the night. I didn't even know he have vehicle or anything like that. I thought he was gonna come with his friend. But that night he pulled up in a white Jeep. Vroom vroom. Messy. That Jeep was on point. When Lisa, because I didn't have a phone, so he called Lisa phone, right? When Lisa tell me that my friend is outside and I go to and I see that vehicle, I was like, what the? Is what I was expecting is, so I was like, oh, head over my ears, so they smile like, you know what, you like that kind of way. I was real smart. So he playing Mr. Nice Gentleman, only 15 years old. Yeah, playing only 15 years old. Come outside and open the front door for me like a gentleman. I was like, niceness. I don't think I'm accustomed to this bullshit. Only on TV I see this shit, and I'm accustomed to all this bullshit. So no, my head's gonna go wild. Yeah. My head's gonna go wild and crazy and things like that. He take me out, you know. We at dinner. It was like late, maybe around after 7 after 8. We went Jamaica with them dinner late, right? So we went by this place in a Nassau Bay, some seafood place. We eat fish, you know, greedy girl already don't eat fish and thing and drink sea moss and thing. Yes. Then after that, no, he asked me what I wanna do. I don't know, he said you wanna go by the beach side. I was like, okay. So we drive by the beach side, you know, walking in the sand, talking to each other. Yeah. He telling me how much brother he have. I think he has 7 brother. Our father became to our father end up with the company and all that drama. So I'm like, wait. You're telling me the company that your father owns is the company that my mother was working. Are you serious? Like, is this real? You understand what I mean? I was like, oh my god, I work for these people with my mom. Is this real? Can this get any better? I was like, oh my god, no, I'm not working for nobody anymore. I am gonna be his wife, because that's in my head. I believe that you should get married and all that bullshit, fairy tale shit that you believe. So you're thinking that, yeah, no, you're gonna be this wife. Bams, now we're on the beach walking and talking and stuff like that. I'm just so we're walking on the beach and stuff, guys. I kind of bright up the thing in my camera a little bit, so guys, make it like this look. I like the other look. Yeah, you know your girl rocking her weave and looking all pretty and good in here. I'm up on the beach now, walking the beach, I was talking. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dating a rich guy. Oh my god, you know you're young, you're stupid and naive, you don't have bullshit. Yeah. So we're walking on the beach now. Then somebody just put it on into my hand and hold on to my hand. I was like, my hand's gonna be faster, like yeah. So my hands are beats. You understand? So I hold on to him hand like a big woman, you know, you're playing big or you're small. I hold on to him hand and we continue walking and talking. And he asked me if I like him. I don't even know you. So because you see, because me now want the little money, and that's all I know, me was poor and this boy is rich. I'm like, yeah, I like you. You're a nice guy. You know, you're cool. Me never like nobody, even though it was sweet. It was a sweet piece of Indian boy. And I tell you, I'm sweet, and him here long. Oh God, but I like the boy look good. I can't forget his look. Can't forget it, because to me, I think he might be the second cutest guy I ever dated in my life. Yeah. So we're walking up to the beach, and we started to walk back down. Bam, so we're walking back down. Yes, story now, start. So he stopped. My hand now So the reason, right now talking about this shit feeling like I was there again. You understand? In my so he stopped and he turned me around like this to him. You know, I was facing him like this direction and he was like that. And this is me and he was like, are you a virgin? Really? In times like that, you're gonna ask me how bullshit? And I'm like, no. I had sex with a guy in my community, a young guy. He was like 15 and I was like 15. I will tell all of that story next time. He was like 15, I was like 15. I will try that not like once. When I went on. Hey, yo, that story for next time, not right now. So he's like, okay. And he's like, you want to do this again? And I was like, I don't know. And I stand. So he did, and he like on my waist, like right here. And he pulled me in to him. And I was like looking up at him like this. Because I was feeling like so big. I feel real big. Like, yeah, girls. They're playing big people thing, right? And then he just come down and just like kissed me. Like, oh my god, it's second date and I ain't kiss. I'm like, oh my god. My first boyfriend didn't kiss me in the second date. We take so long before we actually kiss. And this guy is like kissing me on the first date. And I was like kissing back, but you know me can't kiss good already. So I make this call, can I should be wake up? Can I should be kiss because me and my first boyfriend was not kissing all the time because we hardly have time to spend with each other. So I'm kissing him and he's slow kissing me. He's doing the perfect kiss and I'm doing the shabby kiss, you know. Yeah. And then he just let me go. And I was, you know we girl always do the thing with all the when it's wet. So yeah, I did that. And her whole body feeling like I'm feeling now. Sweet. Yeah, so I'm like, oh my god, I kissed a man, not a boy. Ah, man. Can you believe this? I kissed a man. I kissed a man. Yes, I kissed a man. Yeah, so I kissed a man. Yeah, I kissed a man. A man. Then we walk along the beach and we get into this car. So now you open the car for me again, and I was like on the seat, and I thought she was gonna close the door, but instead it pulled my hair close to it and instead kissing me again. Yeah, that was a long, intense kiss. My little nipples that was small was not as big as it is now. My little boobies, my small boobies was not as big as they are now. Yeah. So like kissing my lips, my little boobies get stiff when it's like kissing my lips. Then, he started kissing here, come down, and I was like right there. I wasn't leaning back, I was like straight up because he pulled me forward, right? So I was like straight up, right? And I was like kissing my lips coming down. That felt different. Because me and my first boyfriend didn't do that. That felt different. That was intense. And he started kissing, coming down. Yeah. But you know, I'm on my top. So it's kind of like stop right there. And kiss come back up. And my whole body started to shiver. Like, I get this kind of feeling I've never get before. This feeling was so dramatic. My whole body started trembling, like, you know what I mean? My whole body started trembling, like, wow. Yeah, that kind of feelings. Like, wow. So he closed the door. Yeah, he closed the door. I went to the driver's side. Yeah, and he drive me back to the house. Yeah, I'm back to the house, and after me and Gemini, after telling me yes, it was fun, blah blah blah. And then that's when he turned to me and said, I wish you could have enjoyed the night more. And I was like, what do you mean by you wish you could enjoy the night more? He said, you know, like when he started kissing me again up all over my lips. Yes, in front of the house. Can you believe that? In front Lisa uncle house? Like, hell no. You can't do this here. We can't do this here. And he started kissing me, you know. I take the top off. Yeah, I take the top off. Like, hell yeah. I take the top off. You understand? The top was off and he started kissing my whole chest. My whole chest. He just started to kiss it up. Girls and guys, you'll be shocked with what happens. It's not what you're thinking. No, it's not. It's not what you're thinking. Well, if you want to find out what happened next, what you're gonna do, you gotta watch part 2 of the story. Yep, I'll tell you that part 2, but let me continue. Let me not do the story right there. So that part we see has to continue, because all you gotta know when we get it down, where we get it down, how it goes down, what happened to me, what happened to he, what did he say when we were getting it down. You sound like, yeah, boy, yeah. And he even, I wouldn't even say that here, because I leave enough for story time number 2, part 2. You understand? So you watch that part 2. So now, after I pack on my clothes and thing, I'm not telling you whatever. Right? I just cut in that part or tell that part for story time number 2. Everything else I want to eat will be story time part 2. Right? So look out for that. Right. So I went inside the house now. I went inside the house. I changed off in the clothes I was wearing, because I was wearing a pants and a top, right? And then went inside. I was lying down on the bed, right? I was like, where is Lisa? She's supposed to be here. So I lied down on the bed, minding my own business, decided I'm gonna sleep because I have no phone to call Lisa to find where she is, right? So I'm on the bed, and then I see the light come on. I was like, who turned the lights? So I turned on to Lisa. When I look, it wasn't Lisa, it was Lisa's uncle. He's like, Amanda, can I talk to you? I was like, okay, because it's his house. He's so nice and friendly to me, cook for me, do everything for me. You know, he'd be so nice to even give me money to go on the road and buy things to eat. Yeah, I was the day when we get the lunch, you give us money to go and buy things for breakfast. I was the second day, right? You give money to buy breakfast and things for me and Lisa. So he was really, really nice. I said, come in then in the bed and start talking to me. He said, how are you? I said, I'm okay. You know, how was the night? I said, it was alright. And I said, you know, how long are you planning to stay here? I said, I don't know. I don't know how long Lisa's planning to stay here, because I'm working with Lisa. He's like, okay. Then I see, let me raise my leg up so you guys can see this bullshit. I don't know if you can see my leg. Then this man said the pass his hand over my leg. This is from a dress coming up on top of my leg. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? So like, what are you doing? It's like, just humble. I was like, what do you mean just humble? You understand? And it's like, just humble. And his hand was coming all the way up on my dress. So I put my hand there, like this was between my leg right here. So I put my hand like here and say, stop, you can't do that. And he's like, why not? You're in my house, why can't I do this? I said, because it's not right. You can't just touch me without my consent. He said, I don't need the consent to touch you because you're in my house. I was like in shock because I didn't know if you're in somebody's house, they're supposed to touch you. I was like a stupid, yeah? I was like a real baby. I didn't understand nothing in the world because I grew up in a box. Like a box, yeah. I grew up in a box and I didn't understand much about the world. So he was like, he was not on the tone I am on right now. He was really shouting, I don't need your consent to touch you. You're in my house. You understand? And he didn't move his hand. And I was like, can you move your hand, please? And he didn't move his hand. I was like, oh my God. He was so ignorant. Dama come up on top of the bed. On top of the bed. And then telling me to take my clothes off. Like, hell no, I'm doing that. I am not doing that. So I changed him and I was like, no, I'm not taking my clothes off. Why would I take my clothes off for? He said, because I said so. I said, I'm not taking my clothes off. I say, no. I tell him, stop. Right? He's like, I'm not going to stop until you give me what I want. But I ain't not stupid. I don't see what he wants. When the arm is coming from top my leg, I don't see what he wants. Right? So I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. Then I started to get scared because I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this going to happen to me? Is this really going to happen to me? I was so skinny and bony. You understand? I was like, this going to happen to me? You understand? And he's like, take the fucking... I have to pull that part. He was like, take the clothes off. Take clothes off. I was like, I'm not taking my clothes off. Damn her. Because it was not my dress, right? It was a 10 strap dress. Damn her. All the dress rip it. You did not ripped the dress. Yeah. So all my bra was outside. In the sun. And then the unthinkable happened. This man was kissing on my body and I'm like pushing him up like, get off me, get off me, get off me. And he wasn't getting off. He was kissing on my whole body and I was there crying, just come out of my hand, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And he wasn't leaving me alone. Because thank God, Lisa was home in time because when he opened my bra thing, when he put it like this and the whole breast was outside, his mouth started to go all over my breast. It wasn't feeling cute. It was feeling awful knowing that somebody is actually forcing themselves onto you. It was the unthinkable, right? Then now, this is where the whole messed up thing came. He come off the bed because he was still wearing his pants and his shirt. He come off the bed and he take off his shirt. So I'm like curling up in the side of the bed like this and covering my breast. You understand? Because this strap was burst and this breast was outside. So I'm like on the bed and I'm saying, you can't do this. You can't do this. He didn't care about what I was saying. He take off his top, he open his belt, drop his pants to the ground and come back on the bed with his brief on. Yeah. Come back and brief on. Then no, I was sitting like this and my legs was like down. So he hold my legs and like pull me to the bed, like to lie down. Yes. And when my legs was literally like this, right? And he was there fighting, open my leg. He was literally fighting to get my leg open, like that. And I was struggling and he was like, open your leg, open your leg. Well, the struggle was there, right? We was real struggling, blah 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 blah, and I just snapped one time, and I like raised my foot up, and his face was right near to the foot. I didn't do it for tight. His foot like hit him like this, and he go back like that. That was like a reflex. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You understand? So he said, "No, you're getting me mad. You're getting me mad. No, I'm pissed. I'm blue. I'm this and that." And he chucked onto the bed. I was like, "Oh my God, he's so sick." He chucked onto the bed. So now I get real frightened. I get nervous because I wasn't shocked that my foot is straight up in the heel like that because I didn't do it. It was this reflex. You understand? So he jumped onto the bed, and I was, oh my neck and it's so strong. My neck and situation. You know, like, and he was choking me, and I was like, oh, that kind of way I was literally choking, like my life was coming out of, it's really choking. This man was gonna kill me. Then he stopped. He stopped. He let me go. Come off the bed. Was in his pants. Put in his shirt and tell me we gotta leave. He don't want me or Lisa here. And we had nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. He said you guys gotta leave. Gotta leave. I was like, what am I gonna do? This was the only place Lisa had left. There was nowhere else we had to go. So he was like putting on, when he reached his shirt, he was like putting on his shirt, and I tell him, I opened my mouth. In my mind I was saying all those things, but then I tell him, I said, I have nowhere to go. I cannot go back home. He said, damn, you give me what I want and you get to stay, or you guys have to leave. Now, if I want to hear the rest of that what went down, what's story time number 2, part 2. Guys, that thinking about the whole scenario, apparently right now, it gives me a steadfast headache. Because remembering exactly the whole bullshit with he actually gave me a dread headache right now. I'm actually having a headache thinking about that. No, like, yeah, I get a headache thinking about that whole shit. That was messed up. That was really messed up. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. If all you want to hear about story time part 2, all you please comment below and say part 2, and I will tell you what happened, me and Lisa in the house, or if we did leave, or if I did what he asked me to do and stay. Or you will find out what happened next in part 2, if all you wish to hear part 2. And also you will also find out what happened to me and the guy in part 2. Yeah, part 2. I don't know if we get it down, or if he found out I was too young and he stopped talking to me, or they will find out what happened in part 2. Or I'll even know if I get it down with a big man instead of a teenager, or they will know in part 2. So if I don't want to hear part 2, guys, just comment below that part 2 and your girl will do that for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and before all the subscribe, right, can I watch like 2 minutes of my videos before they subscribe? Because when I just hit subscribe just like that, YouTube intend not to find it as a scam, and they just delete all the subscriptions. So please guys, subscribe, and thanks for watching again. I hope all you enjoy storytime part 1. If all you want storytime part 2 next week or the week after, let me know.